How's it going, everybody? World Money Wins here. Welcome back to my channel. I got some vintage silver to show you, but first I figured I'd show you a couple things I got in the mail. One's from Monument Metals, a key ring here. Kind of a cool little key ring bling. They sent this to me with a Christmas card. I don't know what metal this is made of. It feels heavy. It's probably copper, and then like chrome plated copper, because it does go down the slide, the silver slide. So it's not steel, and it's not aluminum. So probably copper coated in something. Thank you very much, Monument Metals. And then I got a Merry Christmas card from SD Bullion. They send me a copper round every year, it seems, or most years. Stop wiggling, camera. That's kind of cool. I like copper. I don't stack copper though, but I always like these kind of things. I've got several copper rounds. One of these days I'll have to show all of them off. One of the cool things about the coin shop I went to, which is Liberty Coins in Lansing, is when you get the change back, their change is always the reject stuff from customers. So customers will bring in their coins and go, "Is this worth anything?" 1968 quarter? No, it's only worth 25 cents. 3 years or 4 years off. And then 1978 nickel, is that worth anything? Nope. It's worth about 7 cents if you melt it down. And then I always get back copper pennies, which I always save these. 1957. 1966, 1970 something, can't read it, and then 1964. That thing's kind of got a cool bronzing to it, or whatever. I put those into a bucket where I keep all my copper pennies. I just crammed them in there just now. But I went to Liberty Coins. I actually grabbed a few extra of these things. And I'll send these out whenever I do mail calls. So that's kind of cool. And so let's see what I got. First things I got, I'm going to go order in least cool to the most cool. And so the first thing I got was these Liberty Lobby 1 ounce silver rounds. They're dated 1977, and I don't know if you guys can confirm. Are these from 1977? I thought Liberty Lobby was a more of a 2000s era event, but I'm not sure. So I don't know if these are vintage or not. They held these aside for me. When I went in there, I didn't get my normal guy that I normally talk to, Mark. I got another guy, and I said, "Hey, can you ask Mark if he's holding anything for me?" And they had these vintage, and so I snapped them up. And these were, how much were these? $31.91 each. And this one has a weird looking, looks like almost like a die crack there. And it looks like it's almost like plating that's like flaked up. I'll put this on the tester towards the end here. Hang on a sec. When I get to it, I'll show these actually on the Sigma Metallics verifier. So those are the first two items I got. And the next item I got is the International Trade Unit. Zoom in on it. This thing's cool, and I don't know if you know which mint mark this is. I knew what this mint mark was. It's down here at the bottom in this box. It looks like an L on one side and a J on the other. It's a square box with two things, two little thingamajigs on it. And I'm not sure what mint mark that is. I can't remember. I used to know, but now I don't. But around the edge it's got ein Silber in German, 1 silver in English, un argent in, is that Latin? And then una plata in Spanish. It's kind of got a high relief to the world. This thing's kind kind of ugly looking. It doesn't have nice toning, it's just got this grime on it. Actually, at the end of the video, I'll dip this so you can see what it looks like before and after. I normally don't recommend dipping these things or cleaning vintage stuff because you will lose some collector value whenever you clean an item. These I'll put into a dip that's pretty safe. It's called E-Zest. The only reason I'm doing it is mainly to show it on the channel and because I think it might look cooler. I don't know if this black stuff will come off or not, but we'll see what it looks like. Don't do what I do. I'm making this less valuable by doing so, but I'm doing it for entertainment and because I think it would look cool and I want it to look cool and it's mine. So there. Next thing I got a couple vintage bars. The first one is a Madison Mint, Be My Valentine from 1973, and this has the plain back. And let me see, Madison Mint. Let me look it up in the book here really quick. What page was that on? I think it was 148. Yes. Be My Valentine. I was right. Wow, that's pretty good. Madison 48, Be My Valentine. And here it is right here. Mad 48, Be My Valentine, 1973. It's dated. Type 7 reverse and a rarity value of 3. And in this book, they call the rarity value of 3 as $5 to $10 over spot is the value. Next item I got is a national bar, a Canadian national bar from 1988. Happy birthday. On the back, you got product of Canada. And let me check. I forgot which. Let me see. This is towards the back of the book. 312 maybe. I forgot what we're looking for. Oh, Happy Birthday with Creepy Clown from 1988. And there it is, National 84. National 84 is here. Happy Birthday 1988. Type 3 and a rarity value of $15 over spot. And the next item I got, I'll need some help trying to figure this one out. This is a round Merck. Merck. It says America's most admired company. I highly doubt that, Merck. You are not. Maybe one of America's most despised companies? I don't know. A record 5th straight year. And this is a century of values and vision. I highly doubt that as well. A century of fleecing people. How about that? But I don't know what this thing's worth. It's almost got a proof-like finish. It was in the junk drawer, so it's... You can see there's micro scratches in the surface. But it's like a mirror, so it is highly reflective on both sides. But let me know what you think. I don't know who made this or how rare it is. So if you know anything about this Merc Round, let me know. And the coolest thing I got at the coin shop was this Southeast Refining 5-ounce silver bar. And this is, as you know, you guys, I like Morgan dollars. This is the Morgan 5-ounce silver dollar, or 5-ounce silver bar, portraying, and what is that? Oh, it's got a date on it. Okay. So that will help me identify it a bit. Underneath the Morgan here, it's got a date of 1983, so I'm assuming that's the date this was manufactured. It's got a cool extrusion marks around the edge of it. So this was the highlight of the trip. I'm going to drop it on top of these things here. So that was the coolest thing ever. So anyway, hang on one sec. I'm going to grab the dip and I can show you what this thing looks like after it's been cleaned up. I'm not dipping the Southeast refining one though. Hang on. Alright, let's see if I can splice this in here. I'm going to check on this Liberty Lobby round. It's got this, looks like kind of like a die crack, but when I looked at it under a jeweler's loop, I don't know if I could show it. Probably not. It almost looks like plating. Looks like a scratch and looks like plating has come up. Like maybe it was plated with something in that scratch there. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer look. It's hard to do through this through a camera and a jeweler's loop, but oh, I just turned it off, darn it. So I figured we'll fire this up, calibrate, and get some silver verification going. I'm not worried about it. I mean, some of the guys from Liberty Coin Service also watch the channel. So let's slide it underneath the sensor here. It's showing up a little bit red. I don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, I have the wrong weight in here, darn it. No wonder. I have it set up for 1/10 of an ounce. There we go. Let's calibrate it again. I set it up to 1 troy ounce now. Boom. And we are good to go. It's silver. Might as well check these other things while we're at it. I've got 2 of these. That one's good. The happy birthday bar. That one's good. Valentine's bar. All good. And then the Merck. And that one's good. Boom. So, all tested good. Oh wait, there's another one here. There's a trade unit. And that one's all good. Easy peasy. Alright, I'm back. I got the E-Zest. Whoops, almost dropped it. That's what it looks like. And we'll give it a dip and let's see what it looks like after it's cleaned. So this is the before image. Try and keep from dropping it, which I swiftly dropped it. Half the challenge is getting it back out. I'm just going to stick my hand in there because I don't want to ruin it. That black stuff does not want to come off. I don't want to leave it in this stuff too long, so I actually sacrificed my skin health a bit. But this stuff isn't supposed to be toxic, I don't think. Unless you swallow it. Yeah, if you swallow it, don't do that. America's the country where we actually put on the front of our bleach bottles, do not drink. So here's what it looks like afterwards. So it did shine up really good. Quite a big difference. But this schmutz, I don't know if that schmutz is going to come off. I'm going to leave it though, because I don't want to re-dip it again. Anyway, hang on one second. I'm going to do some capsule crunching with these bars. I did also forget to mention that I bought an empty guardhouse box to throw some extra stuff in that I've got. So I'm working on another guardhouse box. And we'll see how that looks towards the end. Not today, but when I get closer to completing it. For Bob Wojciechowski. He loves the capsule crunch. Bam. Anyway, hope you guys are having an awesome Christmas. Silencers are a girl's best friend. Later.